Let's go to Arthur from Texas. What's up, Arthur?
How you doing?
Doing good.
How you doing, sir?
All right.
Yeah, I want to say this here, man, before I get to what I really want to talk about. What's your co-host name? Reecie?
Yes.
Reecie Colbert.
Reecie Colbert. Yes, it's a pleasure. It's obvious you have education. You're a professional woman. But my sister, you don't have to be the female Joe Madison, please. You can cut down, please. Stop the profanity.
No, thank you.
And now to what I really want to talk about.
Wait. Hold on 1 second. You don't have to be the person to call in and policing a grown woman on the radio.
Period.
That's what you don't have to be. So you telling people what they should or should not be, that's who you don't have to be. Reecie can be exactly who she is. She is a free woman, a free person. Period. And if you don't like it, you could turn it off. Turn them off.
The audacity.
Because to be honest with you, in this show, I don't know how long he's been listening. In this show right here, today's show, I've cursed more than you.
Yeah, that's the change. That is a change.
So I've cursed more than you in this show, but he called in to critique you and you cursing. I just want to point that out. In this show, I've dropped the F-bomb more than you have in this moment right here. But he called in to critique you. I just don't get what makes you, and he was on the line for like 40 minutes.
And you know, the funny thing is, I just say, let's release ourselves from the shackles of respectability politics. It's also interesting that he says the female Joe Madison, as though there has to be, has to still be centered in gendered, right? So it's Joe Madison is an icon. He's a living legend. So
legend upon legend.
It's weird, but it's, you know what? How about this? Go to hell, bitch. Kiss my black ass. If you don't like it, you can cover your ears, because I'm definitely the fuck not changing for nobody. And whoever says that you can't be intelligent, that you can't be successful, that you can't be desirable.
He's calling back. He's calling back.
Okay, well, I got more for him, but let me just finish. Whoever says that Black women have to be in this little box and have to just basically be the mules and till in the field and to be the mammies and not have an opinion and just be sitting up there lifting everybody else up, you can kiss my black ass too, because that's the whole reason why I even started Black Women Views, is because they do try to put us in a box based on our hair, based on how we talk, based on what TV we like, whether we like the City Girls or Duke Ellington. And I'm not playing those games to know, but okay, maybe I shouldn't have said. I'm not gonna call you a bitch, so I'll retract the bitch part. Okay, but you can still go to hell and kiss my black ass if you don't like it.
So Reecie, I don't want to take this call, but if you, I don't want to go back to him, but if you want to, we can. It's your call.
No, he's got enough airtime.
Yeah. Sorry, Arthur. We good.
Hey, why don't we do this, Arthur? You develop a profile, a personality, and talent to get on a radio show on a weekly basis and get a contributorship to Sirius XM as well as other platforms. And then you could have all the time in the world to state your opinion. And if you want to police your guests on your show, you can do that. But until then, you're a listener. Thank you for calling. Goodbye.
And
now,
what's crazy is,
but one more thing. We're talking about Miranda rights being taken away. We're talking about gun shit. We're talking about Herschel Walker, multiple personalities.
The 14th Amendment.
And what he had to get off his chest first was the way that I communicate. This is part of the problem we have in the country. Because are you more concerned about delivery or are you concerned about the substance? Because we've covered a lot of heavy shit today. I don't think that the most egregious part of what we've covered is the way that I communicate. That's weird if that's what your focus is on. You need to check yourself, not me.
The female Joe Madison. So
thank you.
Have you called Joe Madison and tell him to communicate in the way that you think is quote unquote acceptable?
Yeah.
That was just trifling, Arthur. And I hope your friends in Texas didn't hear that. That's just trifling. That's
and to be, I wouldn't even remember that it was Arthur unless you just said his name again. You will be forgotten as soon as we're done. We're gonna move on to the next call in a second. But get it together. Like I said, this is I hate people that do that because there's sometimes where I leave a video and yes, I'm cussing and fussing or whatever. And the only thing people take away from it is the fact that I cuss. They skip over all the stuff. If I'm cussing and fussing, trust and believe it's for a reason. Okay.
That's right.
It's for a reason. So you skip over all of the stuff that we're talking about to talk about my delivery. It's the same as what Republicans, where they want you to be civil and we need Sotomayor, complimenting Clarence Thomas. There always is this expectation of civility and a certain tone and tone policing when what we're talking about is some heavy, fucked up shit. And that's what we should be more concerned about.
Agreed. I think it's hilarious when they call back.
Boo, you don't get to talk. Get on the show like I am, and then you can talk. Okay?
Exactly. And one thing I'll add, no matter what the curse words or not, if you aren't absorbing the facts that Reecie Colbert lays down, then you are, making it plain, making it accessible. If you are ignoring that, then something's wrong with you.
Yeah, for real.
Because it's facts. You bring facts, you bring fire, but you bring facts. You're not just, you bring. So if you are missing that, then you're missing out on an experience of learning. There are some people who will deliver like Dr. Carr, who we love.
Oh yeah. Oh, I love
him.
Yes.
And you don't tell Dr. Carr, why don't you curse some more? You know what I'm saying?
That would be absurd. Exactly.
That would be absurd, right? And he don't tell you the brilliant Dr. Greg Carr, see him on Roland Martin, see him on Narrative, see him with Karen Hunter. He don't tell you, Reecie, you shouldn't talk that way.
No, he does not say that. No.
Come on now. And y'all can disagree and agree.
Yeah.
That's the beauty of it all.
And it's funny because some people will be like, oh, you weren't cursing that much. Where are the curse words at? And then there's some people that was like, oh, I hate that you curse. And my reaction is always the same. Okay, well, that's too bad for you. I'm not changing. So I respect that I'm a lot for some people, but that's for them to sit with. That's not for me to sit with.
Let's go to Pamela Jersey. What up, Pamela?
Hey, Clay. Hey, Reecie.
Hey.
I just listened to Reecie, and I just said I'm in the car, and I just said that right there, that lesson that Reecie taught all of us, especially Black women who are continually marginalized in our point of view, in our way of speaking, in putting it out there. That right there, that piece was worth the entire cost of my membership as a Sirius XM listener.
Thank you.
For my sister, I have been in very conservative professions. I've been a Black business owner in a majority white town. And in every case, I started with the idea of, you know what, I got to bite my tongue. Oh, you know what, I got to, dial it down. My husband would say, now, when you go to this thing, you let everybody else talk because we're new here. And you know what? I couldn't hold it because that's not who I am. And so when I say kiss my ass, that's because I mean kiss my ass.
That's right.
That's because I mean I'm disgusted with you. I have no time for your mayhem and foolishness, and get away from me. And I think that there's hundreds and thousands of women that needed to hear exactly what you said and how Brother Clay was right up behind you, shoulder to the wheel, saying, this is not acceptable.
Yes.
We have spent far too many years making ourselves small. Michael Steele apologizing to Rush Limbaugh. I'm gonna have to play on that one, but I just can't even tell you what you've done to lift my heart and my spirit to know that I am on the right path. I have chosen the right path. And you have empowered all of us, men and women. Don't be afraid to call a thing a thing. Thank you
Pam,
very
I want to
much.
thank you. Thank you. I want to thank you for that. And listen, that's why Reese's here. I fell in love with her. Oh my gosh, 2 years ago, a year and a
It's
half
been,
ago? I can't
yeah,
remember.
over 2 years now.
Yeah. Because it's facts and it's fire and it's important. And that is the beauty of us. We could have a range of a Sherilyn Ifill, a range of a Simone Sanders, a
Mhm.
range of a Corinne Jean-Pierre, a range of a Reecie Colbert. We could have that kind of range, and that's beautiful.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. But like I said, I just think it's funny because I was cussing more on this show, on this episode, and he had to call in and talk about you. This just cracks
Ain't
me
that
up.
funny?
That train is never late.
But I appreciate you so much for saying that, because I always say the love outweighs the hate. People are like,
Oh, yeah.
how do you deal with it? I know you get attacked all the time. And I'm like, I don't give a damn about them people that be attacking me, because I wouldn't be where I am enjoying what I do if, number one, I wasn't true to myself and authentic. And two, the fact that I know that there are so many people, even if they're not verbalizing it, that feel where I'm coming from. You know what I'm saying? And I was just at the VP's residence on Saturday celebrating Juneteenth with my family. I wouldn't be there if I was meek and mild in a corner somewhere, putting baby in the corner, and I'm not really telling like it is. I'm there because I opened up my motherfucking mouth loudly and I said what wasn't being said by anybody else in this sphere, the way that I was saying it and making it plain to people. So I will never back down. And if you are listening out there, don't back down either. Be yourself, be true to yourself. I'm not saying don't have no sense now, because I don't know how to comport myself in certain circumstances, but I'm in a situation where that's what it calls for, And so thank you, Clay, for always supporting me, not just supporting me, but championing me and handing me that mic. Roland is the same way. When I went on his show, he was like, well, where's the cussing at? So, a lot of people don't understand that I'm being constantly uplifted, because just because you don't like it, don't mean that I don't have a whole tribe of people behind me that aren't saying, go, 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 because they are. So like I said, if you don't like it, you sit with that. And if you don't like how any Black woman is expressing herself, how any one Black woman is appearing, whether she's twerking, or whether she has a bonnet on, whether she's loud, whether she cusses, whatever, whether she got lace front with baby hair 3 inches all the way to her eyebrows, whether she has dreads, afro, whatever, sister locks, that's for you to sit with. That's not for them. Don't project your bullshit on Black women. I'm not going for it. Not now, not ever, point blank in the period.
And my only barometer is, are you upholding white supremacy?
Boom.
Is a Black woman wearing a bonnet in an airport? Y'all know what I'm talking about. Is she upholding white supremacy? Boom. Full stop.
That's it.
Is a Black woman on a reality show doing what she do? Is she upholding white supremacy? No. Y'all should have more heat for these other folks out there who are upholding white supremacy and using their Blackness to shapeshift around racial politics. That's what y'all should be worried about.